Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mansillon. I'm called to return to speak about transcendental psychology. I thank you if you're new to the channel to think about subscribing. I thank you so very much for the support to this channel and for your donations. If you want a private consultation, you can send me an email. I'll give you my phone number. And we really have to realize that all we exist within the one that is all, and all the one is within all. There was a very famous philosopher, pre-Socratic philosopher, was named Empédocle, who discovered that infinity was hidden within all things and all beings. So it is not a new concept, nor that God ever not been in anywhere except inside within us all. Is also in the gap between all the experiences. But so we need to find a deeper connection to our inner light and our own divinity. For there is only one power, only one truth, and one divine light. And only this divine light, this divine creator, this divine source, this intelligence, is the only intelligence that is capable of dissolving all the illusion and bring us back to the state of samadhi, the state of nirvana, the state of absolute connection and bliss within the eternal reality of who we truly are. So we are eternal and infinite, because the creator, our source, our creator, is eternal and infinite. And the Paradise Trinity, long ago, before the universe was created, they gathered in council and they decided to create mortal men in their own image. For of course we are not eternal and infinite in the physical body just yet, but our soul is eternal and infinite, and so we are an extension of our soul, and we are destined. God is preparing some amazing gift of transformation for our physicality, that will be experiencing during this incarnation, for the most part, for most people. For the greatest experience is to become or to return to our true eternal multi-dimensional self. There is nothing better than that. And so, but we have to become as clear as a crystal, which takes time, and we have to be patient. We all created from a singular consciousness that is of the universal Father of all. And we all unique personalities. For the Father is a unique, the Father, the Son, and the Spirit are eternal, absolute personality. And here we are on the bottom scale, for there is all kinds of personality. For like, when you imagine an archangel is a higher form, a higher personality, or Father, Mother, God of the universe. But there are even the higher personalities between Father, Mother, God and the sublime eternal source. And so there is eventually we drop the personality of the ego to surrender to the divinity, so we are elevated into the personality of our soul. And God knows all things through the circuits of personality. Of course, we have this I am presence, the divine minister, but through the circuit of personality, God knows all things that is happening throughout all planets, all universe, everywhere. Just through all the personality is created from on here we're on the lower scale, but there is all kinds of higher personality. As personality, we can only communicate with other personality. For God, as a creator, creates personalities. As a super person, he eventuates super person, and as a pre-person, he fragment himself, like in the fragment of our divine I am presence. So there is many personality. Is a great mystery, because it is something that we all unique in personality, but we're changing and evolving, but our personality is what remains, even if we achieve the Godhead level. So it's like we have to understand in relationship to the matrix, not to get involved, because the media, all the medias are kept to keep the world confused and in conflict, in opposition, to create, to continue to keep the illusions going. But soon we're going to see the result manifested of all the good works we've been doing. We do have to take responsibility and act from within our consciousness. For everything has to happen within our consciousness, rather than acting outside of us. When we need to act outside of us, we do it first inside, and then we are called to do it outside. But much more powerful to act from within, once you know that you are connected to that great, powerful energy that is the one, that is So guidance, we receive guidance, also intuition, guidance from the higher self, and that is the manifestation of the love and wisdom of the cosmic mind. Because right now we're all working through the densities of all our past lives and memories and all that, both individually and collectively. So it's an intensive, very intense time. I'm going to pull a card for the day. see what the Oracle of Wisdom. It's about chopping woods, being very present within each and every experience of our daily life, and to be very present. So it's a very progressive evolution from the third density to the fifth density, but it's not going to happen all at once. There's going to be great cosmic events that may lift up the whole of humanity all at once, but it will still be progressive. There will still be a domino that will fall another domino and another domino, and it will continue until the full consciousness is achieved by the whole of the collective consciousness. For the Earth is also rising our frequency each and every day, and it's soon the darker forces will have no choice but to leave. Yet they will continue to fight until they can, and all the minions of the Illuminatis will also have to be removed. There are many disclosures and revelations that are coming. That they will come slowly but surely, about the extraterrestrials, benevolent and malevolent, about the clones, about the Dracos in position of power and human form, about the hybrids, about human slavery, about the abuse of children, and about certain celebrities that have many double life, like I've seen already in the news, some of them, but many will be exposed. But it's not about judgment, because God loves them all. Right? They're all lost in the illusions of darkness for a time. Just understand that once you move beyond the illusions of dark and light, the battle between dark and light, you can move back into the unity of the love of the one. That is the only thing that is eternally true. God loves all his children, whether they position negatively or positively. And when you're tired or you worry or anything, call on the angels to hold you. Because it's really hard to hold the light consistently, even if our faith is unshakable. It's very hard because we're exposed to so much density down here. I'm going to pull a few cards from the Akash. Personally, I'm having to deal with a very tough situation from a past life. I always thought it's a deep romantic relationship that I saw as a karma from the start, but now it's like maybe I should have seen it as a dharma. It was presented to me as a beautiful relationship, somebody we should be together and have children, but she's showing herself in a wedding dress on the internet, so it's like I have to kind of distance myself from that potential. The observer of the day is the healer. We have to heal to be complete. Maybe it's a karma that I needed to experience, and now we've done what we needed to do together. She knows she has this connection to me. The higher wisdom is the baby. It's like a rebirth, a renaissance, or maybe physical children. I know I'm going to have to eventually. They keep talking to me about family, marriage, children, but it's not like I'm in a position right now to even envision it outside of my guidance. What we need to understand is religion and spirituality. If you're in a religion, follow your heart in relationship to those beliefs. If you're not in a religion, follow your heart in relation to whatever belief is appropriate for you. What we need to do is biblical, to understand that we're really at the end of time. It's the end of time. It's not the end of the world, but it's the end of time. So it's like it's really the time of the apocalypse, the revelation, and the outcome is the galactics. We're going to be connected to our galactic, multi-dimensional nature. We'll be eternally free to visit the universe. It's going to be quite amazing, because all is love. And like I said, the dark one are just lost in the ignorance for a time. But all those dark programming only exists because the collective belief makes them real. If we stop, and they're diminishing because there are less and less people believing in those mediatic scenarios, so they're losing a lot of power. And we're tremendously blessed for those who can hang on and to their light, their inner light, because those who have chosen ascension, because we meant to ascend within our physical body, which is a unique experience. It's important to be patient and continue to cultivate a positive vision. It's good to focus only on the good, yet to not ignore the darkness or the bad or the evil when it comes. So it can be neutralized, it can be transmuted, it can be. We need to be lucid in relationship to those things. It's not like all is pink elephant. It's like not just there is. It's a world that is very, very dense, and there is a lot of the impure and the pure are very intensely present regardless. So work from within your consciousness to purify and transmute all that. But we have to take our responsibility for our own happiness. We can't take the responsibility for the happiness of others or the world. It's like it's their karma, their responsibility. So there is no right or wrong, only an illusion of the duality. And so because everybody is getting what they need to get for to prepare them for the next level. But what we're doing, what we're achieving here is far greater than what we ever dreamed before incarnation, because of this intensity of experience, we are achieving so much more on the universal level that we could ever dream possible, and that will open up amazing doors for our eternal career in terms of what will be after this life. And even in this life, Spirit asked me, do you prefer heaven? Do you prefer paradisical life in heaven or paradisical life on the earth? So because I know God is preparing me for a paradisical life on the earth, but I still had to choose paradisical life in heaven. It's like, but so we'll see. But for the mind is learning to connect to very specific frequency more and more of our inner light. We identify this light and we tune in back to it. It's becoming more and more, it's growing, and we're reaching more and more of this illumination, the state of samadhi, the nirvana of being. And this illumination will solve all problems and will activate the crystallization of our physical body. The 144,000 ascended masters that incarnated on the planet, and 6 million light workers that have incarnated to participate in this preparation of this golden age, are specially being placed all around the globe. But maybe we'll be moved to different places. Maybe you'll be called to go into another country or another place, because it's like follow your guidance. There's always reason when Spirit wants to move us to another place. Personally, I've been announced that I will have to have a global presence, that I will have to, because it's part of my mission. And so understanding also the most difficult and the worst of the difficulty and the challenges are behind us. Now we have to prepare for the challenges of the future, which is the unknown, but we must have clue. The universe, if you tune into your intuition, the universe must have revealed to you some of the aspect of what is wanted in terms of your destiny and your future. The higher self has many facets, because it's all one and connected. So we have it's like many circles. There is our soul, there is our oversoul, there is our monad, there is our spirit guides, there is all kinds of all the connection from past lives, and then there is the company of heaven, and there is all kind of other soul connections that we have from other civilization that we had before we came into this life. So for most of the light workers, maybe not the most human beings do not have as many connection in the universe, but everybody's got the same God, and everybody's got a higher self, an eternal soul. So it's about reconnecting and integrating that little by little. Understand you are already one within God in the 10th dimension, in this brilliant dimension of unity. And understanding also that God never makes a mistake. He's infinitely perfect. He's the only one that can claim to have infinite wisdom, that can never fail, can never make a mistake. And so we may as well trust that Creator put all of our energy into the hand of that Creator. And so and yet it is paradoxal, because the infinite God of paradise do not never change. The perfect, infinitely perfect, eternally. And yet God, through the Supreme, the Ultimate, and Supreme and the Ultimate, and the Absolute, maybe on some level, is constituted, always learning, always growing, always evolving through all the experiences of all the beings on this planet, on every other planet, and there are hundreds of thousands of local universe. So there are trillions of inhabited worlds. And God is learning through all things. God is using the darker aspect he always dominates, always perfectly understanding the ins and outs of things. But he will use the darkness for his own spiritual evolutions through all of his creation. So it is, and understand you are already one with the great source, the one which is all. But we are integrating the highest and highest frequency that we can at any given time. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. pull a few cards, and I'm going to sing a song that went through my mind. It's a song that, well, I'm not that depressed. It's a song about somebody who's a little bit not feeling so up on the up and up today. So, but just have to deal with this deep soul connection. It's really affected me very, very deeply. To see that I may have to let it go. To see, so the observer of the day is about self-preservation. It's about being able to retreat within yourself where you feel safe, this inner place. In the past is the mother's milk. It is a longing. It is the duality, the two breaths that wants to return to the great mother, the one, the source. Right now, it's actually self-created. It's a card of passion. It's a card of pleasure. It's a card of family. It's a card of creativity. It's really the great opening of the heart. And what is coming in the near future is a new life, a new beginning. It's called transformation, the activation of the Kundalini, but also a new life. We have to look at our past with compassion in order to be prepared for something completely new. What we have within ourselves is temptation. There is one side of temptation. There is this like biblical snake, and the other side it passes. Temptation, this card talks about an invitation, an opening door. So do not be afraid to go through the door, and you'll find eternal life. By removing all fears, it's very important to discharge all the fears. And on the outside world, we have the hot seat, the seat of the emperor. We're ready to assume more responsibility, and so we will be wise in our decisions. Where we're going to enjoy that position of divine strength and authority. So there is a great deal of increase in authority that's coming with this spring. That will definitely will definitely be happy of this new life that is coming. Well, my friend, I thank you so very much for your support. I thank you for your donations. If you want a private consultation, feel free to send me an email. I'll give you my phone number. I'm going to finish with this song and pull out a few more cards. It's a song of the Rolling Stones. It's called Painted Black. It goes like this. La 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 la. La 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 la. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I see a line of cars and they all painted black. With flowers and my love both never to come back. I see people turn their head and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby just happens every day. I look inside and see my heart is black. I see a red door, I must have it painted black. Maybe then you'll fade away and I'll not have to face the fact. It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black. No more will green, my green sea will turn a deeper blue. I could not forcing this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. La 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 la. I want to see it painted black, black as a night, black as coal. I want to see the sun blotted out of the sky. I want to see it painted black. La 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 la. When we're depressed, we want to see everything painted black. But for me, I hope I'm going to get some resources. I'm going to maybe sell some paintings to be able to buy some new paint. Otherwise, I'm going to move into my green period because I have a lot of green. So it's like I may have to paint only in green if I have no choice, if I have no more colors. But it's like every day there's always some wonderful surprises that can come. So it's like but Picasso. a great artist, wonderful artist from the 20th century. Whether we like his work or not, he's the genius model for the 20th century, one of the greatest painters who ever lived, regardless of our preference. At some point in 2003, 2004, 2002, 2003, he didn't have any money, so very little money. So he could only paint. He paint all his painting in blue because blue was the cheapest color he could get. Then in 1904, sorry, 1903, 1902, 1903, 1904, he started to have a little bit more money, so he could buy some red, and he started his pink period. So, like, to be an avant-garde artist is not always that easy, but I don't regret this choice. I'm really satisfied with my creative process. So the observer of the day is trust. Continue to trust. Trust yourself, trust the plan. What we need to understand is the trial, the test, the challenges. What we need to understand is family. For me, it's not easy because I believe this person was family, but if she decides to get married with somebody else, it's like we'll still be family, but because we have this soul connection, but we won't live together, we won't have this life together. So what we need to do is justice, try to find the balance, the justice, the harmony, try to be just, to be fair. And the outcome is the judgment. So it's like the God will eventually, there is the higher wisdom of the universe will set all things down. In terms of the trial, it's like he's bringing us into unity and the test. Unity, we have to listen to the voice of the heart, continue to listen to the guidance, and we have to continue to communicate. Also, to communicate, it's important. Communication is important. If we fail to communicate, it's like the answers will come from somewhere else. So it's like we do have to participate. Yet most important work is done within our own consciousness. So do not forget, you are the one, you are the love of God incarnated on the planet, and you need to shine your light. Eventually, we're going to pass through beyond this transmutation of all those energies from past life. I know with this young person, I had many past life, and we were really happy together, like it showed me. But the circumstances of this life felt that we recognized each other. I know she told me, and I've been feeling it very strongly. But the circumstances made that we haven't been able to even meet on the physical plane. I couldn't afford to receive her, and so if she chose to, she wasn't patient enough, and she decided to marry somebody else. I wish her well. So, but it's like sometimes we have to learn detachment as well, and know that if something fell through in our life, there is always something that will come to make up for it, and we're going to find this total satisfaction, this state of tremendous gratitude, and very soon we'll be in heaven. So just be prepared for that. Be ready. I thank you so very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.